Let's understand the concept of string literal pool in Java. In the case of Java, we have two types of string. One is string literal and other is string object. An example of string literal is shown in the screen, in which we say string s equals hello. The same thing will become a string object if I say string s is equal to new string hello. Now let's see what is string literal pool. String literal pool actually is a collection of references to string objects. Strings that are part of string literal pool lives on heap memory of Java, but their references to them are from string literal pool. So let's try to understand this concept with an example. I have created a normal Java project with name string literal pool, and within the package name com.qspawn.stringliteral, I have created a class with name string literal. Within the main function of this class, I am creating two string literals, string s and string f, both of them initialized to hello. Finally, I am comparing these two strings with the help of dot equals as well as by using the equality operator, that is equal to. Let's execute this program and find out the corresponding output and then analyze how this works internally with respect to Java. On executing the above class, we get both the results as true. Let's try to understand why the result came as true for both equals and equal to operator. Shown is a diagrammatic representation of how string literals are handled in Java. As we see, we have two string literals s and f, both of them initialized to hello. Now whenever JVM comes across any such string literal, it first creates a string literal in Java heap memory, and after creating the same, makes a pointer to the same by using string literal pool. Now whenever a string literal comes, a reference always exists from string literal pool. Now if you see, there are two statements, string s is equal to hello. So we have a local variable s which references to hello present in the heap memory, and string f equals hello. Now since hello is already present with respect to string, instead of creating a new string and making f refer to the same, we have both s and f pointing to the same string literal hello. This is because in the case of Java, string is immutable. That is, its values cannot be changed. Hence it makes sense for both s and f to point to the same reference or refer the same object present in the heap. As a result of this, we got the results of both equals and equal same. Since the references are also pointing to the same object and the contents are also same. We have created one more package, com.qspawn.stringObjects, within which we have created a class with name string objects. Within this, we have two variables s and f, one pointing to the literal and other pointing to the new object of string, which we create by using new string. Again we check s dot equals and compare s and f by using the equality operator. Let's execute this program and find out the corresponding output. On executing the above program, we get one result, that is by comparison using dot equals as true, while the equality operator is returning false. Let's analyze the reason for the same. Shown is the case in which we have a string literal named hello, and at the same time we have a string object S is referring to the string literal while F is referring to the string object which we created. Again, as soon as JVM encounters the literal hello, it will create a reference from string literal pool, and the local variable S refers to the string literal present. In the second case, string F refers to a string object created by using new, and whenever JVM encounters the new keyword, it is forced to create a new memory location inside which it will create a string with name hello. As a result, F is now not referring to the string literal hello which S refers, and it refers to a different object present in the memory. As a result of this, dot equals turn true since both the contents are same, but the equal to operator returned as false since both S and F are referring to different memory locations. One important point to note here is, even if the reference S stops referring the string which we created, a reference to the same will always be present from string literal pool. This will have an effect whenever we try to do any garbage collection with respect to strings. Next, let's see more about core Java concepts.